You ever have one of those brilliant business ideas that, well, it just dies in a notebook somewhere? What if I told you that you could take that idea from zero to a real, actual, paying business in just one weekend? Today, we're going to dive into a pretty radical concept that might just change the way you think about starting anything.
No, really. Just stop and think about that for a second. Not next year, not in 6 months when you finally feel ready, but this weekend. I know, it sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, today we're going to challenge that exact assumption.
So this entire game plan we're exploring, it comes straight from Noah Kagan, the guy who founded AppSumo. And get this, he's built not one, not two, but 7 different 7-figure businesses. So yeah, this is his tried and true framework for getting started, fast.
You know how it goes. So many great ideas just fizzle out. We get caught up in all the what-ifs. We get bogged down thinking we need a perfect business plan, a huge loan, or for all the stars to align. It's this mental trap that keeps so many of us just watching from the sidelines.
But what if the solution isn't more planning? What if it's a complete shift in your mindset? Well, that is the heart of this whole weekend revolution idea. It's all about trading that perfectionism for actual progress and swapping overthinking for just doing something.
This quote from the book is basically the first commandment. And it's not about being reckless, okay? It's about finally understanding that you will never feel 100% ready. I know I never do. The real learning, the stuff that actually matters, that all happens after you start.
And this just illustrates the point perfectly. The goal is to build up so much momentum that it just steamrolls right over procrastination. Think about it like this, right? It's way easier to steer a car that's already moving than one that's parked. Action creates clarity. Overplanning, that usually just creates more questions and, honestly, more fear.
And this leads us to the now, not how principle. Basically, forget about having the perfect 10-step plan laid out. Just ask yourself, what is the one single thing I can do right now to move my idea forward? You can figure out the how as you go. You'd be amazed at what you can solve when you're actually in motion.
Now this is where things get really interesting because it completely flips the script on failure. Instead of being afraid of rejection, you actually hunt for it. Why would you do that? Well, because when you set a goal to get, say, 10 no's, you stop caring about the outcome of any one conversation. Every single no just gets you closer to your goal and, paradoxically, closer to a yes. It turns rejection from a setback into just a simple metric for progress. So with that mindset, let's look at the actual blueprint for your weekend.
Okay, so we've got the mindset down. Now for the really fun part, the practical, step-by-step blueprint you can actually execute in just 48 hours. Let's get right into it.
First things first, the idea. Forget about trying to invent the next big thing. The best ideas simply solve a real problem. Think about your own day-to-day life. What are your frustrations? Those things that make you say, I wish someone would just fix this. Those are absolute gold mines. Start there with what you already know and find other people who have that exact same problem.
You know, the entire weekend really just boils down to these 3 simple steps. That's it. Find an idea, validate it, and then get paid. No complex charts, no 50-page business plans, just this.
So that middle step, validation, is the most crucial part, and the book has a very strict, non-negotiable definition for it. Validation is not getting positive feedback from your friends, it's not getting a bunch of likes on social media. Validation is cold, hard cash. It's the only real proof that you've gone from just an idea to a potential business. And how many customers do you need to prove it? 1,000? 100? Nope, just 3. 3 paying customers is enough to prove your concept has legs and that you might actually be onto something. In the timeline for all this, 48 hours. Now, that time constraint, it's a feature, not a bug. It forces you to be creative, to be direct, and to skip all those non-essential tasks that just eat up time. It forces you to focus on the one thing that truly matters, getting that first paying customer. All right, so you made it through the weekend. You got those first few customers. That's the spark. But what happens on Monday morning? How do you turn that little bit of success into something that can actually grow? Let's take a quick look at how you plant those seeds for growth. Here is a super clear, super valuable takeaway on marketing. Use social media to build a community, to find your people, and to connect with them. But when it's time to actually make money, email is your secret weapon. It is a direct, unfiltered line to your customers that you own. And to keep that growth going, the playbook is incredibly simple. Don't try to do everything at once. First, set one clear, super focused goal for the year. Next, find the one marketing channel that's actually working for you and just pour all your energy into it. And, maybe most importantly, treat your first 100 customers like absolute royalty. Your goal is to turn them into true fans who will go out and spread the word for you.
So as we start to wrap this up, I want you to think about this whole process a little differently. This is not some one-time, all-or-nothing shot at glory. It's a new way of thinking about your weekends.
You have 52 of these opportunities every single year. 52 weekends. That's 52 chances to test out an idea, to try something new, to take one small step toward building something that's truly your own. Just imagine what you could create with that many at-bats.
And ultimately, this is what it's all about. It's not about working a 100-hour week forever. It's about creating freedom. It's about designing a life where your work serves you, not the other way around. It's about building a life you're genuinely excited to wake up to every day.
So, the clock is ticking. Your weekend is just 48 hours away. You have the mindset, you have the blueprint. The only question left is the one you see right now. What will you start?